track with ARTIXAN. Feeling like I'm rapping off a Xan in comparison. Better take a stand like I put you in a trance. Finna hypnotize you, make you dance. Hops here with a laxative. Got their ass running like an Air Max. And I'll be quick to burst your bubble. Only feeling I'm catching is that you're trouble. Say that I'm the only one, but like you're drunk, you're seeing double. I be mixing up emotions in my cups, I got a couple. Double parking already, don't want a memory of tomorrow. Sipping on this Henny, think I drank too many. I'll be down 20 rounds.
So, corners, 8.
Look, he does all that. He does all this. Look, corners.
What is it?
He does all that. Like he's like, what should I do? Should I do 12, 30?
Yeah.
And then he
I'm
just
really
says, 8.
contemplating this. I'm really contemplating.
Yeah, 8. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the match prediction show, and welcome back to round 8. Obviously, round 7 was cancelled. We put the video up, but then obviously, due to unforeseen circumstances, it was cancelled. Round 8 has only got 7 fixtures, so yeah, this will be probably quite a short video. But anyway, before we ain't got any league table to reflect on. Russell, how you doing?
Good. I'm a little bit annoyed from last week because I was going to go top, but looks like it's just been held off by powers out of my control, shall we say?
Yeah.
So I'll just have to hold for now until I take my rightful place back at the top. Unless Cieran and Titch again have been coercing and we find that Kieran's picks are virtually the same as mine. Again. Be interesting to see if we hear Cieran go, that's interesting, halfway through mine, which he seems to do a lot, I notice now. Okay. Oh God, it's so weird. So weird. Mine are quite the same as that. So well, I'm intrigued today.
Cieran, you said on the last one, going back to number ones, I think in the 70s and 80s, it was how long you stayed at number 1. You've actually stayed another week at number 1, so that's 4 weeks in the number 1 spot. How you feeling?
4 weeks to number 1. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Nothing's changed since last week. I'm still there. So that's 4 weeks. And it will be 5, after this. It still will be. It'll be 5 weeks minimum. So, yeah, I'm really happy with that. I was a bit disappointed it all got cancelled, but understand why. Probably the right thing to do. Yeah. And it'll be nice to see some games back in this weekend, wouldn't it? And we get, we eventually we're only going to miss one game because we got a European game tomorrow night, and we're playing Sunday, so that's good.
Cieran thinks he's Brian Adams in the 90s.
I was going to say, look out, Brian Adams. Here comes Cieran.
Me and Stu are going to be wet behind you, trying to overtake your spot.
Brian Adams. No, I used to like him.
Yeah, he was number 1 for like 16 weeks, weren't he?
What was the song?
16 weeks at number 1. Everything I do, I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
16 weeks.
I remember that because when that song came out, I was working in Germany when it came out. There you go. I remember.
Well, you know what they say? It doesn't matter how long you're number 1 for. It's who's Christmas number 1.
No,
right. Well, probably be that.
Nah.
You could be number 1 all year, but who's going to be Christmas number 1?
He's just trying to find a way to
to make it better
for him. Yeah, it's not. It's about consistency and duration.
You can have your little win if you get there at Christmas. We'll see.
Clippy, how you doing? Exactly. How's Clipster?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I had my dad over after work for a bite to eat. I was filling in my predictions, and that's what he said. Well, you do take it effing serious, don't you?
Did you show him the you actually print off the club?
Oh yeah. I was working on it at the time. We've all I've done all colour badges and everything again. Look,
that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's really professional. Well done, Clipstar.
All the gear, no idea. Clipstar.
Don't seem to get me nowhere in bloody points table, though, does it?
Oh well, at least you try.
Well, I should get points for bloody effort, shouldn't I? Presentation.
Yeah, you should, but you won't.
Well, that's what I like about you, Stu. I'm a bit more kind of the same in grind. I'm a grinder. You go for the flare picks. I find you're the flare picks.
Yep. I use what bit of a brain I've got left.
Yeah, it's good way to be though, because I think yours are more interesting than mine. So And the thing with those picks is, because if you go a lot different, they're either going to really pay off or you're just going to fall flat on your face, aren't they, basically?
Well, I've fallen flat on my face many a times before now.
Yeah, but it could be spectacular.
First time, and it won't be last. Telling you.
Yeah, it could be spectacular, though.
Yeah, and you know what, Russell, you keep saying I'm copying you. I think you could just say great minds think alike. Or when I looked at our last 10 predictions, that obviously the games didn't happen. I think it was only 3 that we actually had the same. Only
Really?
3.
I'm quite surprised by that, because all I hear is, this drone's here again. But actually, you're now telling me, well, actually, ours aren't very much the same. So maybe that drone isn't there all the time. I don't know.
It's like Australia, mate. Fins only work when it's hot. When it's not hot.
And talking of that, we are coming into summer and it's starting to warm up, and that sun's hitting me now. I might have to strip the jacket off.
And the thing is, it's actually the weather here now. I mean, it was warm the other day, but generally now it's the weather's raining. Like now it's raining, so yeah, the weather's.
My garden looks green. It was brown about 3 weeks ago. Literally like brown, wasn't it? Now everything looks lovely, lush and green around me.
Yeah, and the skies look. Not
I like the winter. I like it when the winter rolls in. I like the dark.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but I just don't like the rain, especially when you've got to go out and do football outside in the damn rain.
Oh God, you're in the worst country, aren't you?
Exactly. So that's what I don't.
Well, actually, no, you're not. You could be in Scotland, which would probably be worse.
Yeah, cold and rain. Right, we'll wait for Cieran to come back, and then we'll get to the first fixture. Why is that moving?
I'm not going to lie to you. Tonight, I was doing my things tonight, and I was struggling.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna give you something. I haven't told you. I'm gonna tell you something right now. As we stand right now, and I've got my fantasy in front of me. I haven't got a goal scorer for Everton West Ham. You're the only goal I'm unsure. The scorer I'm unsure about right now. I'm gonna decide during the thing at the show.
You've just said you've got your fantasy in front of you. It's not.
Well, I've got the players.
It's not a sheep, is it? It's not a sheep.
You what, sorry?
Not a sheep.
You are?
It's not a sheep, is it?
No, what do you mean a sheep?
You said you got your fantasy.
Oh.
You know what the funny thing is? For the Everton West Ham, I actually picked maybe a strange pick for my first goal scorer. So yeah.
Well, I'm just looking through the teams, and I know you're playing Thursday as well. So I don't know. I don't know with rotation and injuries. I think you guys could be quite dangerous. I don't know. I'm unsure of which clubs to go to right now.
That means, though, you've just let out the bag that I know for a fact Cieran's got all these written down. You've just, admitted that you don't come prepared.
No, that's the only one. The only one I've not got. Every one I've got written down is I got to that game and I went, I can't. My instincts aren't going to either right now. It's because you're playing Thursday. It's putting me off.
Right. Well.
Yeah. Well, that's the trouble. I was picking goal scorers for West Ham. I'm not sure what team's going to take the pitch on Sunday. I really don't. Because we bought so many in the transfer window. How'd you boys go? Right.
Well, we did all right at the start. So, thankfully, by the time the game start, it's like we'll have another transfer window because we'll have about 5 injuries back. So, in theory, by the time we get to our game against Villa, we should only have Dallas injured. We'll have a full team to pick from, in theory.
If Andrea Radani does watch this, that'll be first thing he puts on his Twitter page comes when we go back.
What's that?
Everybody's back.
What you've just said.
Well, yeah.
All the players are back from injury. It's like having news.
Yeah, but that's only because of a national event, isn't it? Let's be honest. That's the only reason. I wouldn't be tweeting that because it's like, well, did you predict the Queen was going to die?
Well, I'm not going down that road.
Right.
Did you see, speaking about that, though, sorry, Titch, did you see all cars pulling up on third lane at motorway to take bloody pictures of funeral car going past? Just stopped in the middle of the motorway on third lane. Take pictures of getting out of cars and take pictures of all Hearsts going past. Couldn't believe it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You can get those pictures online. You can just go online and get them. You don't need to risk your safety.
No, exactly.
Right, you lot. So, like I said, we've only got 7 fixtures, and the first fixture. So there's 2 games on Friday night. So before we go, just before we go live, sorry, these 2 games have got played, and According to the fixtures, the first game is Aston Villa v Southampton. Robot Russell.
Yes, the Terminator. Well, goal scorer. This was a tough one to predict because Villa are pretty pants, and Southampton, who I thought were pants, are now doing quite well. So I'm going to go. I think it was between Che Adams and Watkins, but I'm going to go Watkins because I think Villa at home will do all right. So I'm going to go Ollie Watkins.
Right, here we go. Yep. How many corners, Russell?
8 corners.
Here we go again. Nothing changes, does it? 7 fixtures. Nothing else changes. Yeah. And who's
8 corners. Now, goal results-wise, I don't want Villa to win because they're down there, but I think they will. So I'm going to go 2-1 Villa.
Okay. Giza, Villa v Southampton.
Yeah, I must say I got these fixtures late, so I did rush through them. But I wrote it down. I just hit it, and yeah, I think this will be a tight game. Villa Southampton. To me, it should be a tight game. Hard to know what Villa turns up. So I went for Ward Prowse to score.
Whoa! Wow, interesting.
And I went for 10 corners.
1 sec. 10 corners.
And I went for a 1-1 draw.
1-1.
Why do you go Ward-Prowse, Cieran?
Don't know.
Well,
Couldn't think of any others at the time.
that's expected.
I couldn't think of anyone. I went, I will do. I remember him. It was that's it. That's educated.
He's on penalties and set pieces. That's why I presumed you went with him. Okay.
Yeah,
he
that's
does
right.
penalties as well, does he? Oh well, yeah. There you go. Yeah, I presume Southampton will get a penalty first, and he'll
And he'll
score.
just smash it in. See that?
It does help. It does help.
Clippy, Villa v Southampton.
Right. Well, I'm glad that Russell went for Watkins. You said Watkins, didn't you, Russell? Well, I went the other way. I've gone for Che Adams to score.
Okay. You always pick him.
Yep. Because he's Southampton's top goal scorer.
Is he?
Yes.
Well, we won.
One?
I think he's got 2.
Oh, okay.
Beauty. Flying.
I told you, I look at these stats. I look at all.
Oh, he got 2 in one game, didn't he? When he came on, actually.
Yes.
That's it. He came on and
matter.
scored 2.
He's going to get one, trust me. But Aston Villa are nothing. But saying that, you're going to like this bit because I've just contradicted myself. Right, I've got 11 corners.
Yeah.
But I went 1-1.
Okay.
Yeah, good picture.
Right, so I've gone for my first goal scorer. I've gone for Aston Villa's Leon Bailey.
Ooh.
I've gone for 9 corners, and just like Russell, I've gone Aston Villa 2, Southampton 1. So me and Russell got the same score, and Cieran and Stuart got the same score.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I like the. I'm quite safe, but I do like these picks. Actually, all of us went different. You two went very different. Very different. Very interesting.
Right. Next up is the 2 Fs: Forest v Fulham.
Yeah, this will be. I'm going to play it safe again. I was very close to picking Johnson for Forest, but I switched last minute to Mitrovic because he's so in form. So I went Mitrovic on this one. So corners, 8.
Look, he does all that. He does all this. Look, corners.
What is it?
He does all that. Like he's like, what should I do? Should I do 12, 13?
Yeah.
And then he
I'm
just
really
says, 8.
contemplating this. I'm really contemplating.
Yeah, 8.
They can't sway me, Stu. They'll all
You
come at me.
know somebody. Who was it,
You can't
Stuart?
take them.
And Stuart's chat. I said, you wouldn't. No, I think I was going to watch along or something, whatever. And I said, oh, I need a nickname for Russell. And somebody said Robot Russell. Who was it?
Robot Russell.
I
Somebody.
think Darren Higgins or Robert
No,
Singleton.
it was either Robert Hammerhead or Lawrence. Or Lawrence. One of those 3 said it. Robot Russell.
Yeah,
I was
but
like,
one
that's
of
the one.
regulars.
Can I be like Peter Crouch from 2006?
Yeah, you might as well be. What about your score? Give me a nice.
Oh God, I was in an argument with it. Fulham are in form, but Forest. I don't know. I'm gonna go 2-2. I've got a weird feeling. I think there'll be goals in it, but I don't think there'll be a winner. So I'm gonna go 2-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Giza, Forest v Fulham.
Yeah, I reckon it's such a hard one to pick this. I just don't. When you've got 29 new players, you don't even know what team Forest are throwing out, whether it's going to work. It's just hard to say. So, like Russell, I went with the safe option. I don't even know hardly any of the names of these Forest players yet. Got to get used to them. So I couldn't pick one to throw up there. So I just went for the safe option of Mitrovic.
Oh, one second.
And
I'll start typing someone else there. Mitrovic, yeah.
And I didn't go like 8 corners, Russ. I went to 11. I think there might be a lot of corners in this.
Nice.
And then I went for a 2-1 win to Fulham.
Ooh,
but I believe this score could be anything. Anything. Just don't know.
Clippy, what you got on that clipboard?
Right, difficult game to call in it because it's Forest thought they got the first win and then ended up throwing a 2-0 lead away last time they played. I've gone for Mitrovic to score first goal.
Wow.
I've got 9 corners.
9 corners. Yep.
I have gone for a 3-2 Fulham win.
Ooh, what a game.
Ooh.
Right. Well, I haven't got the same player as you lot. I have gone for Jesse Lingard. And as Cieran said, I don't know most of the Forest players. So I picked, because he hasn't scored yet as well, they're at home.
No.
I thought might as well just take a punt on him. Just like
I like
Cieran.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
Because we've got one player on each team that can score. And I like to do that rather than them the same. Because they just pick the same, don't they?
Yeah,
they don't look at it tactically.
If Mitrovic scores, me and Stu both get points on that.
So does Cieran, though.
Yeah,
I don't care.
We're covering bases.
Together. Next minute, you're telling us that we're picking 2 alike.
Like I said, just like Cieran, I picked 11 corners. And unlike you 3, I've gone Nottingham Forest 3, Fulham 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, good. I've got Fulham to win. You've got Forest to win. See, this is how it works, boys. This is how it works, if you haven't noticed.
It's a team. It's a team thing.
Well, how come it's not working for Titch then?
It's working. Look at the team. The team.
Look at the team scores. Who's winning?
Wait, let's just strip away Kieran's yellow cards.
No, why would we?
Let's strip away that.
Let's strip away your first goal scorer.
You know what? I'd accept that, Russell. Russell, I would accept that if you weren't so happy to claim that first 10 points because you were the nearest to first.
Yeah, you little.
That, but you did. You were loading it up right now, and then bang, 100 points. Thank you very much. See you.
Hey, let's not forget I tried to get Armstrong in for two picks.
Yeah, we've never forgotten that, mate. We know all about you. So yeah, our team is, we started off slowly as a team, and the good thing is, I was first 3 weeks, I was doing better than Cieran. Next, he's done better than me. So we are actually a real balanced team.
Team punch drunk. That's what I call it. Drunk punch. Team drunk punch. You guys.
Right, and long life continue.
Exactly.
Not so lucky anymore.
We got this. I can guarantee you at the end of this round, West Ham will be top still. Guarantee you that.
Yeah, guaranteed.
And hopefully, Cieran makes it 5 weeks in a row. Because then we're just setting records that can't be beaten. That's we're doing Ronaldo. That's why he's not retiring. Yeah. He just wants all these records.
Stu, that comment was made 23 minutes and 15 seconds, by the way. So I don't know if you want to, reference or anything.
Don't worry, I'll put it in there.
23 and 15.
No, because remember some of the start were clipped, so there might be like 3 minutes missing. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll say at the end of this round, West Ham will be top, 100%. All right. Wolves v Manchester City. Robot Russell.
Well, I think if you're going to go against this guy, you're crazy, and I've got a feeling we're going to be following the bandpiper here. Got to go Haaland, don't you? Can't go against him. I think Man City play tomorrow. So the only thing I'm thinking is maybe injury, but can't go against Haaland. Corners. Let's go for 10. I'm going to go for 10.
Oh wow! I've noticed every time it's City, you normally does. That's when he's. That's his 10.
I went 10, but I'm going to go. See, the thing with Wolves is I don't think Wolves are a bad team. I think their position isn't, or the quality of their team shouldn't be where they are. So I actually think they'll score, but I think they'll lose 3-1.
3-1.
I think they're a good little team. I think they'll start pushing up the table eventually, Wolves.
And they've just signed Diego Costa on a free as well. So,
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
That's a good thing. Trust me, they need to score goals, and they've got a bit of nasty in them, and he can score goals. So for them, it's a great signing, I think. Cieran, Wolves v Man City. Haaland every week. Yep.
Haaland. The only time he ain't scoring it is if he's not picked and rested. That's it. So, he still amazes me every time I see him. He's just a beast. But like I said, I think he'll score. Whether it's the first goal is another kettle of fish because we've got so many goal scorers in them, haven't we? So
go against him, Cieran. I think you should go against him then. If you don't think if you think he could not be the goal scorer,
that's the role I play. I go against.
Be brave. Be brave.
So we've got to work that. He knows I'm going on.
Yeah.
Right?
See?
So he can cover bases with another pick, can't he?
See what I'm saying, Russ? So, teamwork makes the dream work.
So I went for 9 corners.
Yeah.
Oh, the birdies are going mental. And I think, Wolves just can't score goals, can they? And I don't know if Diego Costa will even be fit enough to play or come on. He's a bit of a nasty old player. I don't know if he's the same. I can't imagine him being anywhere near what he was when he was at his best. But they struggle to score goals. They might nick one, but I'm still going for a 4-0 win to Man City.
Wow. 4-0. Clippy. Wolves v Man City.
Haaland. Not more to be said, is it? There's not more to be said about the guy. He's just, it reminds you of when you were playing football in school playground, and you had that one good player, and it would get the ball to him. Don't worry about nobody else. Right. Get the ball to him.
You're right.
Or using the first year playing against the sixth formers.
Yeah.
He was like, we just have like.
Can we have a ball back? Can we have a ball back, please?
Yeah.
I've gone 11 corners.
Yeah.
I've gone 4-1 to Man City. I think Wolves will score, but Man City are just that good.
Hey, Stu, do you think Haaland's as good as he is because he's a Leeds fan? I got the theory that he's that good because he's one of us.
His dad had to grow up with Leeds boys, didn't he, when he played for us?
But I swear he's that good because he's Leeds.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Do you not think?
Just check the league table.
I think Leeds had I think Leeds had a big impression on him. I really do. Genuinely, I do.
Well, he's a Leeds fan, isn't he? He's a Leeds fan.
When the midwife slapped his arse, is that when the impression came on? That's all he knows about Leeds, mate. He's a bloody Viking, isn't he? He's a Viking, mate. He's a Raider.
He's a Leeds fan, isn't he? He's always wearing Leeds tops.
Even before he even come to Man City, when he were at Borussia Dortmund, he would not go anywhere without his Leeds United socks.
Yes, had he? Had his shorts, Leeds socks on, Leeds shorts.
He loved
Leeds so much. He loved Leeds so much. He signed for him. Oh no, he didn't, did he? No.
Well, no. We could have signed him, but we couldn't still put the money.
He would have come to Leeds. He's admitted that. It's openly admitted that he would have come to Leeds if we could afford him.
Lip service.
Well, you said, you guys felt the full force of a Leeds fan for opening game, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I tell you, Stuart, I'd definitely be getting rid of Bamford for bloody Ireland, definitely 100%.
Oh, he wouldn't, mate. Yeah, great player.
Right, so you lot have all gone with the Norwegian Yeti. I'm going to go, and I hope he starts. I've gone for Bernardo Silva to open the scoring.
Well, you've dropped points there, mate.
Just like Russell, I've gone for 10 corners. And I think this is going to be a fairly tight affair. And I've gone Wolves 1, Manchester City 2.
Really? That could be. I hope so. Yeah, you go. We got two. Both scales of the spectrum covered there. A big hammering for a tight game. Lovely.
See that? You lot need to get on the same page, and then you'll do better as a club.
You get points for goal scorers and correct score. You can't just share points on these, you know. It's not the corners where you share points.
Don't worry.
You know what I mean?
So look, if Haaland don't score, both of you two, that's your chance gone. Me and Cieran, different, you know?
Kieran's got Haaland as well, you cabbage.
Yeah, but you two are the same team.
I'm covering these two, and he's covering the odd one.
I'm ready to go.
Let's spreading the chips across the board, Stu.
Exactly.
They think they're Robert Redford from that film with Demi Moore. So what's that film called now?
Indecent Proposal.
Yeah, there you are. In the penguin seats at Vegas. I'll give you £1 million.
Right. Newcastle United v Bournemouth.
I was just looking at their thingies, and I was looking at the Bournemouth players, and that Slanky's pretty good. But no, I picked him last time. The game, the fixture got suspended, so I still believe that older Swedish guy from is it Isaac? Is that his name? Yeah, I'm going to go Isaac again because I think he'll be starting. Corners for this one. Bournemouth, Newcastle. We'll do a lot of corners.
So you haven't written it down, then, have you?
I have, but I'm literally thinking, do I change my mind right now?
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to go for my 8. I got 8 on it, so I'll stick with
it. You tried this little bluff thing and smoke screen.
I was thinking 7. I was looking at thinking, should I go say 7? I'll go 8. Because I just thought, I don't know. Would it be a lot of corners in that game? I don't know. Maybe I've overshot that one. But I think they'll win, so I've got Newcastle 3-1.
3-1 Newcastle. Giza, Newcastle v Fulham.
Right, yeah. By the way, Lanky, he's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. He's a championship player at best. Forget him. He ain't scoring nothing. But when I first saw that Isaac, I was really impressed with him, how cool and calm he was. So for the first time, I'm picking him to score, Isaac. And then, it's hard to know with corners here. There could be a bloody shitload or not many at all. So I went for my first 8 corners, good. I gave Newcastle. I give Newcastle a 2-0 win.
2-0. Clippy?
Well, I too went Isaac for first goal scorer.
Bloody hell. Yep.
I went 12 corners.
Mm-hmm.
And I went Newcastle to win 3-0.
Wow. Right, so, unlike you lot, I've gone with Callum Wilson, who his return date should have been against us. Obviously, we didn't play. So, coming back against his former club, I think Eddie Howe will put him straight back in the team, and hopefully he opens the scoring. Just like Stewart, I've gone for 12 corners. And just like Stewart, I've also gone for Newcastle 3, Bournemouth 0.
Shall I be an absolute bugger now, or should I be the sports person and the kind gentleman I am? You've gone for Callum Wilson. Unfortunately, according to Premier League injuries, he suffered a setback.
Why are you saying that? Why are you saying this?
Okay.
You can't say now.
He can change it. He can change it now. He hasn't passed it on.
Just let him fall into the trap.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Let me just double make sure before I do commit to it. Give me a second.
This could be some dirty Leeds games, Cieran, here.
I'm not competitive. I just enjoy taking part.
No, if you're giving him good information, Stu, and he's allowed to change it, fair play to you.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I'm going to tell you exactly what it says because I don't like seeing people unless if I know about it, I'll let you all know. I'd let Russell know. I'd let Cieran know. But we're looking at it.
I do my research. I'll always be back.
So he's not playing.
I'll tell you when they were expecting him back now, so you can make up your mind. And if you believe me or not, or if you believe the report or not. Newcastle United Callum Wilson, yeah, he had a little setback, which is disappointing because I started the season well. I felt like I'd found my form and rhythm. It's only a couple of weeks, but it's a couple of weeks that I ain't got to lose. Potential return date 1st of October, 2022.
I literally was on the fantasy. As he was saying, I was on the fantasy one. As he said it, mentally, I was like laughing. I was like, beautiful. That's what I want to hear. Then Stu swoops in, trying to be all honourable. Let him make mistakes, Stu. You can't be this nice in war. This is war.
I think that's fair because, Russell, you actually done it with me, right? I picked Zaha and you said to me, right, he's injured, he won't be playing. So I changed it. Right? Fair play to you. But guess what? Zaha started and he scored. So he picked me up, really.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. Right. Listen, I won't. Isaac for me is the obvious one because I've now had the chance to change. I'm not going to pick Isaac. I'm going to go for somebody that I was actually thinking about, and I thought, nah, he's not going to start. I'm going to stick with what I thought initially, and that is I'm going to go with Ryan Fraser to open the scoring.
Yeah, he's not mentioned.
And that's also against his former club. He was also at Bournemouth. So, yeah, I'm going Ryan Fraser.
I only knew about Callum Wilson because I was going to go for him, but it says, yeah, he's had his potential return date is the 1st of the 10th, 2022.
Too honourable there, Stu. Too honourable.
Yes, dude.
But that's the sort of person I am.
I am, but not when I'm trying to win.
Unless he does start.
Yeah, that's what Russell's done, isn't it, to you?
No, exactly. I'll send you a screenshot.
No, I believe you. I believe you. You're not Russell.
Apparently, it's a thigh injury again or something.
Right, so let me change that on my thing to Fraser.
I was quite enjoying watching Tish build his little trap.
He'd get 15 goals, wouldn't he? If he were fit for a full season, he'd get 15 goals a season easily.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, right. So we are on to Spurs, the bottom of the table, Leicester. Russell.
Well, it's either Son or Kane, isn't it? I've got to go Kane. I can't get past Kane on this one. He's in good form, actually. He's in really good form, but he's so Haaland's so dominating. You just don't think of Kane, but he's doing pretty well. 10 corners. This one for me. I'm going to go for 10. I think it'll be a lot of corners. Again, Leicester, they can't be as bad as they have played where their standing is because Leicester, they're still not a bad team on paper. They're just not doing it on the pitch. So I think they'll score. I also think they'll lose 3-1.
3-1. Giza, Tottenham Leicester.
Well, I knew Russell would go for Kane and probably Stewie will too. So I thought I'd better cover them, and throw Kane in there. Kane as my goal scorer, and I just went for 8 corners.
Yeah, that's good.
I think Spurs should be fairly comfortable, even though they just had a horrendous result in the last couple of minutes, didn't they? I've just not that I've seen it yet, but I will later. But I think it should be the way things are going. A 2-0 victory to Spurs.
2-0.
Son, go Son, Stu. Son.
Slippy?
No, I won't. Do you know I'm not going to go Son because I've just been in the process of watching. You see, this is what I spend most of my time doing. I've just watched a Tottenham Hotspur fan channel phoning, and basically what they're saying is they're wanting Son to be dropped because he's doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he's not a team player, mate, don't you? So
apparently, neither Kane. Kane's turning into that selfish player where he thinks he's got to do it all himself again.
Yeah, but you know Son's going to come good. He's too good not to.
I don't know, mate. I watched him. I watched that Champions League game, and honest, his pants.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm looking at Son for my fantasy, mate, because I think he's going to pop soon.
Yeah, but soon it don't mean now, does it? So I'm going to go Kane.
So, Cieran was bang on.
It's difficult. It's a difficult game to call because I just watched Spurs get beat 2-0. But I went 14 corners.
14?
I give Spurs the 2-1 win. Which,
Right.
looking back at it now, I'm even questioning that.
Well, Cieran called it early doors. He said he knew, or you lot both go with Kane. And I knew that, Cieran would know that you two are going to... Anyway, so because he is out of form, I didn't go with Son. I've gone for Richarlison. So once again, strategically, me and Cieran got this covered.
Watch Jamie Vardy score now and put us all to bloody shame.
No chance. And that result in Europe will make Antonio Conte make sure that they put it right in this game. So it'd definitely be a Spurs goal scorer first. I've gone for 11 corners, and just like Russell, just to cover him, I've gone Spurs 3, Leicester 1. How about that, Russ?
No, see, this is what they're doing, Stu. They're scared of me. They're trying to pincer me.
Mine's all written down, mate.
It's all about trying to block me. This is the game right now.
Right.
You show respect. I like it. That's what I like. I like it. It's a good challenge.
Right.
I don't, that Vardy could always score you a goal, can't he? But the trouble is with Tottenham, he needs space in behind. Tottenham play too deep for Vardy. It doesn't suit him, that game. So that's not saying Leicester won't score. They could, but I don't think it'll be Vardy because of that reason. That's why I wouldn't pick him.
Right, London Derby. We have Brentford v Arsenal.
Right. I actually originally wrote down Saka, but I scribbled that out and played it safe with Jesus. For some reason, I thought, Saka. But I've gone. I don't know. I can't get past Jesus because he's in and around the box the most, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, but it could be one of the wide players. But I'm just going to go with him. Corners 8.
Look at the acting before you say it is yeah.
But I do think Arsenal will win this. I've gone 2-1 Arsenal. I think Brentford will score, but I think Arsenal will win.
Okay. Geezer. Brentford, Arsenal.
Yeah, again, I sort of know that Russell was going Jesus. And probably Stewie too. And again, but I was going to go Tony. But I thought, no, I'll cover bases here and I'll go Jesus.
Yep, good job.
And then I went for the 9 corners. Just so we can nick that one. And I think Arsenal will have a 2-0 win.
2. Right. Clippy.
Well, I've gone total opposite way.
Okay.
I've gone Tony to score first goal.
Yeah.
I too have gone 8 corners.
Oh, yeah.
My first one at round, and my only one at round.
Yeah.
But I've gone 2-all.
Ooh.
I have gone 2-all, especially at Brentford's ground.
Right. I've gone with the person I picked for the last round that obviously didn't get played. I've gone with Martin Odegaard to open the scoring. I've gone for 13 corners. And just like Stewart, I've gone for a 2-2.
Wow, well covered, right?
So we've all, even if it comes down to just goals, we've all said Arsenal will get 2 goals. So we're all covered here, mate. Right, last game is Everton v West Ham.
I've only got one name wrote down, and it's a real random one.
Yeah.
And I've been browsing between the teams, and I've gone through Antonio, your Brazilian guy. What's he called? Paqueta, Gordon, Paqueta. I've gone and looked at him as well. Paqueta and Gray. Randomly, I've landed on Mope. So I'm going to go Mope to score first because I'm not convinced by West Ham. I don't know. I think you're playing Thursday, so I'm going to play it safe against West Ham. I'll go for 7 corners in this one.
Ooh. Yeah.
But I think West Ham win 2-1.
Okay. Come from behind. Geezer.
Yeah, tricky one. It's sort of a game we would love to get a result out of. And it's hard to know. It's really hard to know what team's going to take the pitch for us now. It really is, playing Thursday, how he's going to set up against them. I'd like to see him go attacking against Everton. They're very vulnerable. at the back if you get at them. So I'm presuming we will be attacking against them, but Moyes might think differently. But I thought Bowen's had a fairly average start to the season, but he's getting a little bit better every week, and I think he'll score us at an opening goal. So I'm going Bowen with 10 corners.
Yeah.
And I'm like Russell, I think we can nick it 2-1.
Interesting. Clippy, final game.
Wow.
He's got the same as someone. Maybe exactly
Yeah,
the
I've
same.
got Bowen to open up the scoring.
1 sec. Bowen. Yeah.
I've gone 12 corners.
Yeah.
But I think that win what you had against
Stewarts, Bucharest.
them. I think that should kickstart your season now, and I'm hoping and praying that you can nick a 2-1 win.
Wow, that's three of you. 3 of you with the same score. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Right.
I just think Everton are rubbish.
You know, if Everton actually play well, then they do. You know, they've got good players in that team.
Manager,
So I'm just hoping that we can actually get a result. This is a very, very random first pick, and I did sort of think about Europe and who's definitely going to play in both. So I've gone for Declan Rice to open the scoring. I've gone for 14 corners, and just to make it a full house, I've gone Everton 1, West Ham 2.
Who's on penalties for West Ham?
I think.
Is it Declan Rice on penalties?
No, it won't be Rice.
Is it Bowen?
Bowen takes a penalty last time.
Oh yeah, Bowen took it. Sorry, yeah, we got one. Bowen took it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Chewy, if we do get a penalty, he's up for it, isn't he? Well done. Yeah.
Right, and I won't forget this week. We now move on to the total cards. The bonus stays the same and all of that. So that's that doesn't change. Obviously, it's 3 less games. So, Robot Russell, how many cards are you predicting?
Well, we've entered the Cieran Drunken Punch section of the show. So we've let me get my swings out as I'm falling back of a knockout from Russ. See if I can get one lucky punch in. I wrote down something, and I'm going to change it last minute.
Oh wow!
So this could come back and bite me. I'm going to go 26 cards. But I originally wrote 25, so I'm going to go 26.
Wow. See, this is him and his drone again, isn't it? He's seen mine. That's all that is. He's seen it. Yeah. Oh, look, because obviously it changes dramatically with only 7 fixtures. So I was thinking, well, what's the average? 4 a game, 4 7s, 28, somewhere around there.
And
I looked at the fixtures, and I thought, it's not so any derbies or anything where it could be be more than that. So like Russell, I went for 26.
26. Clippy.
Right. Well, I don't know if I've gone. I don't know. I remember there's only 7 fixtures out of 10, but I worked it out there'd be 29 corners.
29.
Good mate.
So that's 26 with the 6 upside down. Listen, the way Cieran broke down, how many and blah blah blah, is the exact same thing I'd done. So I would have to say, unfortunately, I've also gone for 26. I'm not going to change it. I wrote it down, so I'm going to stick with that. So I've also got 26.
So you're going to work out if you 3 win it. How are you going to split?
We'll have 34 points each.
Yeah.
How many?
Oh no, it's 50 in it. Sorry, my bad. I thought it was 100. 16 each.
We'll be near enough.
17 is 51. We'll take 17 each. Yeah.
No, 17 each.
That's the reach
17
want to get
51.
I really hope you get it. That'll be hilarious because you
Right. First time he's ever cheered on his teammate, and because you don't want us to get it.
I'm not competitive. It's the second part that matters.
I tell you what, though, if you get it, Stu, you'll not push you right up.
Yeah, because he's Sorry, he's not sharing the points.
Yeah, no, sure he's in a good position there, mate. If it goes over it, isn't it? He's either getting 10 points or 50. Yeah.
I kind of wish I went 25 now.
Yeah, so do
I'd
I.
be just like below you.
And that's but well, we've got you covered. We got you snookered, Russ. So unlucky, mate. Whatever happens this week, you won't get ahead.
Yeah,
of
you
us.
ain't getting 50. Whatever happens, you ain't getting 50. Russell, that more or less guarantees, right, that I'm going to be number one again.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
It's like watching the Rommel in World War II in Africa. He's doing a pincer movement on me against Patton.
Yeah.
If you know your war, you know what I'm on about.
I don't know. Well, I know snooker though, and you're snooker.
Yeah, someone will. Someone will know about the references. I feel like I've been Rommeled.
Robert
I
probably.
reckon it'll be Robert Singleton.
Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, Robert will probably know. Right, so that obviously wraps up all the fixtures. This should be going out Thursday at 10:30. So yeah, anybody in the chat, thanks for taking part. And it's too late now, but I hope everybody does what they've been doing recently, which is putting their predictions in as we go along. Russell, any final thoughts? Like I said, this will be a live show, so this is too.
Well, it'll be interesting.
Hang on, Russell, before you do your monologue, right? I'll just stick him here, right, so he can listen, because I can't be
I've
asked.
got it.
It looks like him a bit, actually.
Well, it's good to see Cieran hasn't changed, so I'll speak to Cieran because he looks
He's shrunk a bit.
Yeah,
Welcome.
It'd be quite nice to have a weekend where I don't have to worry about football with Leeds. So it'd be interesting to see how the result. I mean, in the real world, I'm hoping, West Ham Everton draw, shall we say, or Everton lose, because I don't think out of two of you, I think Everton will be the ones down there. But it's like the Fulham Forest game as well. I don't really know probably a draw's best for Leeds because we're not playing, see. So, but now looking forward to it. Like I said, I think I've been Rommeled, so I think there's definitely a bit of a pincer movement going on between the two. How can we put it? The Eels, got the Eels.
We're the two hammers, and you're the now.
Yeah. So, but I take that as a sign of respect of my threat. So I quite like the fact that's happening. That's a good sign, not a bad sign.
Deluded. Yep.
I look forward to it. It's gonna be good. Hopefully, I'll come up on top and get more points.
Not going to happen, but yeah. Geezer.
Yeah, mate, it's looking forward to football back again. It'll be great. I'm hoping that we get our win. Leeds, God, you'll end up with a lot of fixture congestion where you're going.
It's all right. We are in Europe. We can afford it.
Yeah. You've got such a big squad. You'll be right. And I'm hoping. Yeah, I think like the likes of Fulham and that. I think they're going to be well safe. So I think you're better off them beating Forest.
Yeah.
And keeping them down there, right? Newcastle beating Bournemouth. Keep Leicester down there. Tottenham win, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend's games. For two on the Friday as well, he said, Titch.
Yeah, 2 at 8 o'clock, same time. And then West Ham is the last game, but it's a 2:15 kickoff. Yeah. So normally on a Sunday, they'd have a 4:30 on Sky or whatever. So
bottom of the battle. That's the bottom of the bottom three by then, isn't it? That'll be like that's a 6-pointer already.
Is that West Ham Everton? Yeah,
could be. By the time you guys play, West Ham could be back in the old bottom three.
Yeah,
we're in there already.
Oh, you still?
No,
are you
no,
still in there? I thought you were.
Yeah, we are. I swear we are.
You sure?
Yeah.
I thought you were 4 points, weren't you?
No. We're 18th. We're in the bottom. Yeah, we're on 4 points, but we're in the bottom as it stands.
Oh, really?
So Everton are 2 places above us.
Yeah. Above you?
Same points though.
Jesus. Yeah. Right. Well, that's a bottom of the barrel game. That one, isn't it?
This will be Everton's FA Cup final to try and beat you guys to keep you down there.
Well, I don't know. The other way around because Everton are above West Ham. It's West Ham's FA Cup final.
They've drawn the last 4 out of 5 games.
Who knows? They might pick up some injuries on Thursday. Could be coming through even worse.
Well, honestly, for the last 4 outings they've had, they've drawn every single game.
Russell, injuries don't affect us no more. Again,
might get a bit of fatigue.
Agaird's nearly back to full. We've got, with all those signings we made, there's another one coming through. That Zagadou from Gladbach, Dortmund, who Man United have been chasing for a while. Another centre back. So
Agadoo, that's from the 80s.
Zagadou. We're
Oh,
good. Like, injuries now don't matter. If Antonio's not fit, Skamaka. Antonio's fit, Skamaka on the bench. So
I will say this though, Skamaka worries me a bit after what I saw of him he played in that game in Europe.
yeah,
he does good, but he was coming back from a virus, and I think that it showed. You know, he weren't up for it, mate.
Good, you know,
Do you know?
I'd love to see Leeds and West Ham in that top half at table come end of season. I don't want any of us down there. Definitely not.
I saw a report today. It says, West Ham fans can rest assured. He scored apparently like a crazy overhead kick goal in training. So I think, he's back to full health and he's got over that virus. So he's back.
Scored in training doesn't, I don't mean that really, does it?
Don't worry, Russell.
It's what happens in the games. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Darwin Núñez is an £85 million striker and he can't score.
See? So, Clippy, any final thoughts?
No, it's good. It's good to have it back though. When it, like Cieran says, like I said at the beginning, I've missed it. I missed this show. It's good. I enjoy it. I know I get picked on, but I can take it. I've got broad shoulders. I can take it.
Russell. Stop picking on him, Russell.
You tonight, mate, because you literally helped the enemy, and I was like, "Oh my god, don't do that! Just let him fall into his trap, face first." Don't help him.
No. Honest to God, if I were a prime minister, I'd be everyone's bloody friend, and no one would need to go to World War III.
Yeah, you'd be like Julius Caesar. You know what happened to him?
Yeah,
all in the back.
Killed.
Do you know how I can tell you two teammates? You both spin and swivel in your chair. You're both nervous. In me and Kieran's presence, in our presence, you get very nervous around the West Ham legends.
Sitting in his bloody chair. Do you know what Lee said to me? He says, you can have your chair back now. It's not comfortable anyway. After a year sitting in it, I'm not having me sign it. He said, it's not very comfortable. You can have it back.
You two are the bloody swivelers.
Yeah. You'll be swiveling out of this week. Don't worry about that. Yes.
Yeah.
We
swivel on that.
Spin on that. Rattled Russell or Robot Russell.
Rattled Russell.
Or both. But yeah, thanks for everybody on the stream as always, and thanks for everybody that tuned in. And I'll be doing a watch along on. No, I won't. Saturday, maybe? Have I scheduled something for a watch along?
West Ham are playing Sunday on Sky.
No, I'll be at football, I think. But normally the Saturday one, you lot. So if Saturday's on, I'll be doing a watch along. So anybody
that'll be the. Do you want me to tell you what game that is?
Yeah, the 12:30 game.
Yep, I will tell you.
That'll be a good game.
There is one. Who is it?
Yeah, there is. I'll let Stu tell you. I'm looking at it now, but it's a good game to watch.
Wolves v Man City.
Oh, okay. 12:30, yeah?
Yep.
All right, so if anybody's still here now in the live chat, I'll be doing a watch along on Saturday from 12:15. But thanks for tuning in, and we will see you all next time. Later.
See you later, guys.
Bye.